What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode from BackYardBoyz. If you guys are new to this channel, please lightly tap the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. In this episode, we're going to come back and work on the E46 M3. We've been having a lot of hiccups with this car, all sorts of random things coming up here and there, but in this episode, I think we're just going to fly through progress, guys. We've got a lot of parts in. We did get that hood over here. We got the fender. As I told you guys in the last episode, this hood right here has damage. The fender has all sorts of excessive things like that. But anyways, while we were there, we actually picked up the door as well. And you guys may be asking me, why'd you guys get the door, this and that. We got it for 100 bucks. First of all, $100 is a steal deal. Second of all, this door was hit right here on the handle, and you can see around this door there's stamping from the impact. This door got basically dented in, and all of this is funny. Very minor, but it's still like a lot of work because you got to pull the handle out, mud all this out, pull it out, make it look clean. But since we got a brand new door, it needs no paint technically, just going to be like a light blend panel. So guys, let's go ahead and change out all these parts, make sure everything fits, make sure everything lines up, and hopefully this part right here lines up how it should, and then we can finalize our frame. And then after that, we can actually go ahead and start doing all the body work, getting this thing ready for the paint shop, guys. Let's get working. Anywho, guys, we have gotten the door on the vehicle and it seems to be perfect. Absolutely. We got the trim, all the moldings and everything on. We got the tinted window in because the other window was not tinted. Right over there is a clear window. Hopefully we don't have to paint this door, fingers crossed, because it seems like the paint match was just perfect here. And then the paint match to the new fender that we also swapped out is perfect as well. And then the paint match to the old fender and the new hood is literally perfect as well. It's kind of in the shade, so it's hard to tell, but it is like spot on. The hood is going to be painted 100%. It has some kind of ding right here, but the fender and the door may just be blend panels. We will see when we get to the paint procedure of things, but the condition of these panels are literally brand new. Like, they're excellent, just a light buff and it'll shine like brand new. And honestly, I like the factory paint. Most of the time it's better than a paint job. The reason for that is because it has no dirt nibs, nothing at all. But anyways, let's continue working up front, seeing if we need any frame pulling, any apron pulling. Alright, guys, anyways, we have put on the headlights, we have put on basically everything, and guys, just gonna walk through everything, show you guys how everything seems to be fitting. Here it's fitting good. The gaps on both sides of the headlight right here, they have the even throughout. Everything is looking good. Gap on this fender is looking pretty. Everything is good. But we do have a humongous problem. Come take a look over here one more time. This gap is good, just to prove it to you guys. So here's that. That gap is perfect. I just didn't put a bolt in there. Everything is good. So that means the frame rail is straight, but this apron needs some pulling. And we did pull the apron from here that way, we pull the apron from here this way, but it just would not, it just wouldn't twist the apron how we need it. We need the apron to twist like this. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make one more of these right here, make a similar system, and I'm gonna have one of my buddies pull it that way while I yank it that way, and we're gonna actually go ahead and manipulate this apron like that. And after that we can start basically, well, after that we're gonna go ahead and then sand down the apron, Bondo where it needs to be to make it look pretty, spray it, and then start assembling the car, getting it ready for paint. So guys, let's go ahead and make that thing, get this thing pulled out, man. This car is giving us so much headaches, but whatever, it is what it is. Let's keep working. Okay guys, I am back with an update for you guys, and I just want to show you guys and proof it one last time that everything is perfect. The gap here is perfect, and the gap down here is technically perfect. Just needs to be pushed in just a hair like so, and it's going to be even all the way through. Everything is looking beautiful. The headlights fit perfect, and both sides. This gap is even all the way through here and all the way here. So guys, now our next thing to do is obviously put on the bumper and then put on these underlayment pieces for the headlights, and make sure that this headlight and bumper fitment right here, I'll show you guys a little later on, is perfect because it's extremely tough to get that perfectly flat, I noticed. And if it's, luckily I got an OEM bumper and it should fit perfect, but a lot of times if you get any kind of aftermarket bumper, it's just all wavy and junky over here. But anyways guys, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna haul the bumper in here because the bumper's not here currently, and we will test fit everything, make sure everything fits, and then we're gonna pull this fender off, mud out the fender or the apron, paint it, make sure it looks good under, make sure no corrosion, no rust, nothing that, and continue working guys. Alright guys, well it is not the next day, it's like about a week later, and the reason for that is because I had a crazy project going on for my sister. But anyways, we do have now the bumper here, and the reason why it was not here week before or whatnot was because it was actually at the paint shop. As you guys can tell, it got painted. It was a Laguna Seca blue color, but now it is the color of the car, Interlagos blue. And it had a little bit of holes over here from the lip, you know, there was previous lip splitters on it, things like that. He got them all patched up, everything looks basically back to OEM. It's looking beautiful. But guys, I feel like I've been dragging out episodes in this car just because we've been running into so many hiccups. So this episode, we're just gonna go ahead and fly through everything, get everything ready, and by the end of this episode, we should be ready for paint, guys. That's a ton of progress because it has no coolant or anything in the car, but I just got my package from ECS Tuning, and it has my coolant, my oil, everything. We're gonna go ahead, top off the oil, add the coolant, run the car, and by the end of this episode, it should be running, ready for paint. Let's go. Anyhow, guys, we have gotten the whole entire front end assembled besides the headlights, because I do have the brackets and they're at home. They're not here at the shop, so I'm going to bring those in tomorrow. But either way, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. All the reinforcement, the rebar, everything is on. Everything, got all the wiring on, everything. And then tomorrow, we're actually going to go ahead, pull the fender off, mud it, paint it inside here. And that's basically ready for paint, guys. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Next morning here, and I forgot to mention last night that this quarter panel does still need a little bit of work, and then mud it out and finish it up. On the rear bumper, we have a little bit of scratch right here, but it should DA right out. That's no big deal at all whatsoever. I do have all my material here. I brought it from the shop, from the frame machine. I brought all my material here. Got all the paint, the clear, everything to get this job done. Basically fix up this apron inside, mud it out, and make sure it all looks perfect. That way if the fender ever comes off, you can never tell that there was damage there. So anyways, guys, let's get this thing busted out, because by the end of tonight, we got to get this thing down to the paint shop. Let's go. Progress update for you guys. We have gotten the quarter panel mudded out, and that's already basically dry, but I went ahead and sanded all of this down. Everything's looking perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and tape it off, prime it, and then as you guys can tell, there's a lot of like this green stuff rather than actual like base coat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this with a light coat of green and then just mist it with base coat. But while I prime this and while this dries, I'm gonna go ahead and attack that rear quarter panel. So let's keep working, boys. That is gonna be the progress of the night. We have gotten the apron all fixed up and it is looking beautiful. The fender is sitting on all of its bolts. Unfortunately, we did not get the quarter panel all busted out, but we will get that done tomorrow morning and send this thing off to paint. So guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Next day here, guys, and yeah, that is the bracket that we need, or this goes under the headlight and basically bolts onto the core support and bolts on under the headlight. This is what we were missing, and I just got them. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish that up, finish up the assembly, get this thing ready for the road, make sure we can drive it down to the paint shop, because I don't need a tow. I got all the coolant, engine oil, and everything in there. Guys, let's get right to work. Let's bust this thing out. Jeez, guys, these headlights are definitely no joke to align. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the hardest headlights I've ever aligned, just because there's so many different bolts to align and so many different things you gotta align it with. There's 2 bolts down here, and then there's 2 bolts from up top, these ones here, and then there's 2 bolts that hold the bracket, this lower bracket, and all of that is movable. And then you have this corner light that is movable as well. But anyways, guys, we have gotten to look at that gap all around from here all the way through. And then if you look at this one, it's literally the same all the way through. Everything is looking good. Let me show you guys both. There's that. I went ahead and plugged them all in so everything works. I can drive this car basically legally how it is right now without even a bumper, but I'm probably gonna throw the bumper on just to drive it down to the shop. And yeah, we're done with the front end. We have most of this stuff done here. I'm gonna tuck away all this wiring. These bottom wires right here, this is for the fog light, and then that is for the air temperature sensor. But this, I'm gonna tuck it away right now, make sure everything is clean, nothing flies off. And then the fender liner I'm gonna put on after it gets painted. But guys, let's go ahead and start attacking this quarter panel. Alright guys, well this episode is dedicated to those that just want to see me work, less talking, more work. So guys, this was like 4 to 5 days of just hard work into this project, just because I felt like we were dragging out episodes. I just want to catch you guys up all the way up till now, and let me show you guys what we have done and what is left to do. Quarter panel is all mudded out. The body line right there looks pretty darn perfect. This is going to be primed at the body shop, and the reason for that, or at the paint shop, and the reason for that is because they have better primer than me. So yeah, let's go ahead, go to the front, show you guys what's popping over here. We do have the zip ties. That's because I zip tied these wiring up to the rebar for now, that way it doesn't touch the wheel or anything. This is a fog light connection, so not a big deal. Once the bumper comes on, it's going to clip in perfectly. And this side of the connector, this actually slides into the bumper right over here, so once the bumper comes on, all of this will find its position. But anyways, we are almost done with this car, getting a ton of work done these couple of days. Headlights are in perfect, everything is set perfect. We do have to wire in those halo rings right over there, and a couple more things we do have for the car. But yeah guys, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. Thank you guys for watching until the very end. And guys, if you guys are new to this channel, please lightly tap the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications, because next episode we're going to be starting to assemble this beast, possibly do some burnouts. I don't know, I gotta ask Philip. But anyways guys, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.